What's up, Cancer? This is going to be your bi-weekly love check-in. This is for my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoy this video, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out the channel. If you are new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal sessions. In my sessions, guys, I combine tarot and channeling with universal law of assumption and manifesting. If that is what you want, then you can book in with me. If you're looking for a more traditional psychic or a tarot reader, I have put links to my affiliates in the description box as well. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5 minutes reading free. Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 when you deposit $20. Check them out if you feel called to do so, and otherwise you can follow me on TikTok or Instagram if you'd like. The links are in the description box as well. Okay, Cancer, we're going to do the person on your mind. I can see a King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. The person on your mind, how do they feel about you? Then how do you feel about them? Then a projected potential outcome. Now I say potential because all potentials exist. Universal law of assumption. So this is just a check-in point into one version of you, your specific person, and the connection that you, Cancer, have selected, are selecting, manifesting out of the infinite that are available right now in this very given moment. Creation is finished, everything exists all at once, everyone is you pushed out. Circumstances do not matter. If you would like to manifest this differently, you absolutely can. It just requires a shift in your state, the version of Cancer that you're being, and a reselection through, shifting your dominant thoughts and assumptions. Okay, you can have any version of any person or anyone. All right, Cancer, you can check out my playlist on manifesting or other content online, and I also like to give tips as I go. Okay, Six of Cups, Cancer, and I saw that King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So this person is reminiscing on you. You have a history with this person, or they're dwelling in you, they're thinking about you, you have memories with them. There's a Four of Swords, there's a Strength card. Yeah, they want to reignite the passion with you, Cancer. So that they want to rendezvous with that Six of Cups. So they're dwelling in you, they're thinking about you, definitely attracted to you. Maybe there's been a small pause or a break with that Four of Swords. Not necessarily a breakup, but I think this person, they want to come in with some force and some confidence and reignite the passion with you. And, that you could be dealing with a Leo. There's a lot of fire energy coming through. We've got the Nine of Swords in the reverse. We've got the Justice card in the reverse. Okay, Cancer, so there's a sense of wanting to come in with confidence. Now, I did see the Six of Cups, so maybe there's just something that needs to be kind of reconciled so you can reignite the passion. And it might be something to do with rebalancing things between the two of you, okay, because there's been stress here. Nine of Swords, so releasing the stress between the two of you, maybe with passion, I don't know, but there's some kind of a stress here around things not being very balanced. So there might be something that needs to be kind of made right, the Justice card in the reverse. Some of you are dealing with a situation that involves marriage, divorce, legal matters, contracts, etc., and stresses in that department. But they're still very attracted to you, Cancer, so they seem to want to get past that. I mean, let's have a look at this Ace of Wands, Seven of Wands. They want to drop the guard. There's been a bit of a guarded energy, okay? So something that's, stressed you out, them out, the whole connection. Six of Pentacles, it's got something to do with lack of balance or reciprocity, like feeling like there's not equal give and take, okay? And then we have Seven of Pentacles and feeling like maybe, a lot of this, like the Pentacles are in the reverse. So it's like, are you really invested in me? Passion, no doubt. Now, for some of you, yeah, maybe there's some unfinished stuff outside of your connection. You're dealing with a situation, like I said, marriage, divorce, legal matters, that could be a factor. And there might have been a lot of sitting and waiting to see how things play out. And then maybe there's been some tensions around that and a feeling of like, is it worth persisting? But then they're dwelling in you, Cancer. There's Six of Cups and they seem to want to reminisce and they're still very attracted to you. King of Swords is the truth speaker, and then we've got a Knight of Wands. So some of you, this person wants to come forward with another message of passion, and definitely also wants to like maybe speak, say something, maybe also balance things out. Strong Libra energy here. Very passionate, Cancer. So there could be some passionate communication coming through with some confidence to try to rebalance things between the two of you. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. I mean, some of you, a small portion, it's like money is going out somewhere else, like marriage, divorce, legal matters kind of thing. Whether this person is still tied up, I'm not too sure about that, because the King of Swords looks like maybe it's someone that has separated from someone. okay? But maybe it's about like that there's stresses connected to money. And Cancer, if you've manifested like anything that seems like a delay, like a third party will get to you, because you know I do it differently on this channel. I talk about changing circumstances and conditions not really mattering. But we'll see, yeah, there's a 6 of Wands in the reverse. So Cancer, there's been this kind of, I feel like this person wants to come in more confident, but they've been doubting that there can be success in this situation due to obviously whatever has gone on. There's been a pause or a break because there's something outside that's like draining or stressful, and then that's caused a lack of balance between the two of you. I mean, let's get one more on that. Yeah, Chariot card. Also Cancer, there could be distance between you and this person. That's actually your energy, Cancer. So maybe travel and distance is a factor. I mean, for some of you, maybe it's just work and career and contracts and all of that, and there's travel involved between the two of you, and so that causes this kind of maybe stop-start energy and a feeling of stress, like, you know, equal give and take, something like that. I mean, let's get a little bit more. The Chariot card, maybe they want to travel towards you, Cancer. I mean, that's Ace of Wands and the Chariot card. Hanged Man. Yeah, things feel a little bit on pause. I said that with the 4 of Swords. Now, in some cases, for some of you, this is involving releasing an outside drain or burden, okay, like financial, or someone's going through a divorce, etc., like I said, and that's kind of what keeps it stuck. 8 of Swords, trapped. This person also, it looks like 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, there's been a trapped in the mind, a little bit of a fear mindset, like how to move forward due to, I guess, like whatever seems to be the block or the obstacle, and then tension between you and them. And I'm going to get your side of the street, Cancer, because that's more important, because we can shift moment by moment, guys, as I explained. So any of this, like, literally it's expired if you just shift it with a thought and you shift into a version of Cancer that wants it your way, exactly the way you want it. But the Hanged Man is a little bit of a pause energy. It might be a lot of it that's been hanging in there, and now it's feeling like 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of energy, still passionate. They do want to come in and like reignite that passion. There's a sense of wanting to make things like more balanced. I mean, what's this Justice card? Yeah, there's been conflict or tension. Now, again, that could be outside influences, financial, legal, etc., work and career, contracts, but then tension between the two of you, like feeling like you need to fight for the connection, and there's blocks and obstacles. Let me see, yeah, and then there's a Tower energy. So, I mean, it could be that in the recent perceived past, and guys, I always say perceived because like everything exists all at once, as I said. So if you want to keep following me, you're going to have to suspend your disbelief. This is not linear, guys. We shift moment by moment. Now, in the recent perceived past, okay, in this version that has been experienced, there's been like maybe a Tower energy. Also, Cancer, you could be dealing with someone that is going through some massive changes, and they want to persevere towards you where things have been stuck. They've been feeling trapped, but there's a Tower. So that's like what's not working must go. Unrelated to you, the Tower could be like, okay, time for getting rid of other things. So Cancer, that's, you know, positive movement forward with this Chariot card. I mean, moving forward from what? Yeah, 6 of Swords in the reverse. Again, a card maybe about distance. So like, either way, this would be about not being willing to walk away from you or to leave behind you. That's a return energy. So, you know, Cancer, some of you are going to get some kind of a, you know, communication, definitely a passionate communication with the Knight of Wands being the messenger. But maybe you're also going to get some kind of shocking news that something is ending or something is being released, or that's a discussion between the two of you. You know, let me have a look. Yeah, 3 of Swords. Okay, so there's hurt feelings between the two of you, or there's separation by distance, or there's been a fight or a clash. And for some of you, this is a person that's separating. This is a situation that involves separating from other people with that 3 of Swords, you know what I'm saying? So that could be the thing, like completely separating, like cutting all kind of ties, tying up loose ends, unfinished business. And then 5 of Swords. Regardless, trying to get past any tension or clashing or stresses with you on the direction forward, because we've got the Sun card right after that, which would be clarity and also happiness and joy. So there could be some happy communication, passionate communication, If there's distance, this could involve taking a trip or travel, releasing burdens, releasing tensions, releasing what is, you know, causing outside conflict. I'm going to get oracle cards as well, guys. Now listen, guys, if it's not your reading, it's not your reading. Don't worry, and don't take parts that don't resonate. And also, who gives a fuck? Like I say, you know, honestly, these readings, they're just check-ins into the moment. So if it is your reading, let's look at you and let's see what it is you want, but it's looking not bad to me. We have, yeah, Leo energy, I think, did I say that? We've got, Leo again, and then we've got Scorpio and Pisces energy here. Yeah, okay. So how do you feel? 5 of Wands, clashing in tension. A small portion of you, it's like really, it's a feeling like the connection's not prioritized, or there's tensions because there's a feeling there's other energies in the mix. Like, I really wasn't picking up that it's such a romantic thing. If it is, if you're dealing with a triangle or a third party thing, guys, it is about like tying up business, okay? Like, again, legal, contractual. For some of you, there's immigration issues. That's what the problem is. It has nothing to do with third parties, because I didn't get much of that energy. It's like, you know, the Justice card and the Chariot card, it could be the stress of like, how's this going to work? And this can be legal matters, immigration issues. Now, guys, every possibility exists at once, okay? Now, it looks like there's still a plan to move towards, and they reignite passion with you. So if you're in the camp where you seem like to think that immigration is an issue or something, you just affirm, no, we're together, and your divine intelligence is going to organize that somehow, some way, out of all the infinite potentials. But put yourself in the end and think from that end. If you're in the camp where there's been a lot of tension because there's a feeling like third parties are holding things up, like Hanged Man, and they need to be totally released, and it's still feeling like it's taking forever, you're putting your awareness on shit that doesn't matter to your end, which is just say, Cancer, don't pay attention to conflict, tensions, even what happened 5 seconds ago perceived. Don't pay attention to third parties as a block or an obstacle. Don't pay attention even to like, oh, a divorce needs to be wrapped up still. I don't care what anyone has said in any moment. It's a projection moment by moment. Guys, seriously, you just shift moment by moment unless you keep something in your awareness. So only keep in your awareness moment by moment. The version of Cancer that you're being that has it exactly how you want it, go to the end and stick to that. Think from the end, as Neville would say. Okay, align your thoughts, your assumptions. Nope, they want me, we're together. If they're living overseas or there's a distance, nope, we live together if that's what you want, and all the pieces move. Now, guys, I have put together a free guide on manifesting your SP or breaking unwanted loops or cycles, getting out of the waiting game if that's what you feel. So you can check it out. There's a link to the guide in my video, okay? It's free. We have the Sun card, Cancer, happiness, joy. So you both feel happy. How does Cancer feel about this person? And we'll get oracle cards to get more details. Yeah, you have 7 of Cups in the reverse. You also want like more clarity. Things have felt a little confusing. And a small portion of you, that is maybe because there's other cups in the mix. Not romantic so much. But like I said, it could be, you know, confusing situation because maybe there's stuff that needs to be tied up, like unfinished business, something like that. Let me see. Magician card, Cancer, but you're manifesting them. Well, Cancer, you manifest everything. So let's put your awareness and your focus on manifesting only what you want without the conditions, logic, circumstance, and focus on time, etc., because everything is in the now, okay? You've got 9 of Wands, Cancer, 5 of Swords, but in the reverse, you both have 5 of Swords in the reverse. And you've got King of Swords. Interesting, Cancer. King of Swords, 9 of Wands, 5 of Swords. Some of you literally are dealing with someone that is separating. It's like there's a separation going on and wanting to get past some tension or stress. Seems to me that there's a bit of a block or a wound, or otherwise this King of Swords and King of Swords, if it's not about like divorcing or anything, this is about like making a plan, being serious, being honest, and you know, having a discussion. I'm getting a lot about maybe talking because there's the Messenger and then there's the Ace of Wands. The 9 of Cups is in the reverse. And the 2 of Pentacles, there's been a lot of back and forth and it's dulled the joy. Now, 2 of Pentacles in reverse can also be like money issues, financial issues, money in versus money out. And that could be a stress. and attention that then affects the connection. Now there's also maybe for some of you, if there is like third party energy that needs to be tied up for financial reasons or legal reasons, that's caused back and forth, and it's caused a clash or a wound between you and this person, okay? So there's a wanting to meet eye to eye with King of Swords, King of Swords. Maybe there's tension around, like, because this is about warming things up, this Ace of Wands, and King of Swords can be a little bit detached or in the mind. So that could have also caused a bit of a block or a wound. Now, Nine of Cups in the reverse, maybe it can be very pleasurable and then it just clashes. There also might be a bit of a wound of like back and forth and whatever. It's like, is this serious? Is this moving forward? Is this moving ahead to something more? Or is this just fun and games? Like you could have had a conflict with this person, like, you know, tensions. Are you playing with me or what's going on? So let's have a look at this. There's Page of Pentacles. So you want this person to come in and make some kind of an offer, or you want to make an offer, Cancer. I mean, you don't have to chase anything, guys. If you're manifesting someone to come in, first of all, it looks like they want to persevere towards you and reignite passion. Secondly, don't wait for it. Say it's happening or it's happened. You're in the end. Like I said, think as if. But if you want to make a gesture, guys, taking action is fine as long as you're in the right state of consciousness. I mean, the World card, it goes round and round. That's unfinished business, guys, or it's stuff to do with work and like travel and distance, okay? Round and round. And then we've got an Ace of Wands in the reverse with the Judgment card. So something has dwindled the passion or the chemistry. Now, you know, the Judgment card, some of you are dealing with a situation where a decision needs to be made on the way forward. And also the Judgment card would be reviving the passion between you and this person. The other thing, Cancer, is the Judgment card. If it's coming down to legal matters, contracts, etc., that could be like waiting on a judgment. Understand what I'm saying? Whether that's immigration or that's a divorce and that's financial. Now, all of that, guys, like I said, I know that this is going to sound wacky to lots of you that are not familiar with law of assumption, but in the end, conditions, circumstances, wherever your observational focus is, gets bigger. If you see something as a condition or it's going to take time, that is your experience. Your entire experience is you pushed out. Your reality is moving with you, shifting with you, your focus, okay? So you don't need to make things a thing, okay? Just keep it clean. I'm Virgin of Cancer. I have it exactly what I want. Why? Because I am God of my reality. I am the one that decides everything, full stop. This is how we are. This is our connection. Yeah, the Moon card's in the reverse. Okay, so that's lack of clarity, things coming to light, okay, about how to like end burdens, whatever's weighing on the connection. The Sun card is here, so there's a wanting to have a conversation and get past what's seemingly unclear. Now, for some of you, the Moon card in the reverse, that is, you know, a level of but things that have been weighing on the situation might then cause some issues when it comes to trusting the situation. So there could be a little bit of this back and forth and a little bit of this feeling of, are you being completely upfront or honest with me? I wasn't picking up so much that there's actual like cheating or anything like that, guys. I think there's unfinished business or blocks seeming, and then that might cause some clashing and some trust issues, like having to compete for attention, compete for the connection, etc. I mean, I can get one more on that Moon card in the reverse. Yeah, I mean, there's a King of Wands, and then there's the Chariot card. But Cancer, you both have, it's again, you both sort of seem to want to move things in a positive direction. King of Wands, passion. Maybe you want this person to take the right action. Maybe you've been waiting for them to do it. Don't wait, guys. Get out of the waiting game. Go check out my guide that I've put in the link of the description box. But basically, this is also, you know, the Moon card in the reverse. So things need to come to light, as in how to end the burdens. There's a discussion that needs to be had. I feel like that discussion is being had. And if you want to short circuit, cut short anything that you feel is still blocking. I don't even care if you have a conversation and the conversation is still, oh, I still need to wrap something up, or I still need time. Don't just like dwell in it and pay it awareness. This is why like you have to detach in the knowing that things are unfolding perfectly for you really fast, okay? Otherwise you get stuck, oh, this is going to take forever. There is a chariot card. There might be a trip going on. They may want to travel towards you. There may be a discussion about you traveling towards them. There is something that like is still needing to be wrapped up, but let's say that it's wrapped up. Okay, I know that that sounds silly, but it's true. We've got Scorpio energy with the Judgment card, and Pisces energy with the Moon in the reverse. The Page of Pentacles, you know, that's an offer. So maybe this is something you've been waiting on. I mean, there's been a clash or a tension because there's a lot of waiting, been a lot of waiting to see how things play out, and then maybe tension like, is this worth investing in anymore? There's a pause here with the Four of Swords, but then there's passion and chemistry and attraction. And I saw that Six of Cups. So I said this person is dwelling in you and they're missing you. But you need to be more concerned, Cancer, about your assumptions and where your thoughts are going, okay? The version of Cancer living and thinking from the end. Because their thoughts and assumptions are they will shift with you, okay? It's not mind control. We don't manipulate. It's just that's how it works, okay? So let's take a look, Cancer, at what this person's feeling at the moment. Yeah, sabotage and rebuild, persistent, working on it, repairing. Something about, you know, working on it, okay? There has been some defensive energy just in this moment, this check-in. Cancer, if you want it to be no clashing, perfect harmony, you just say our relationship's perfect, our connection's perfect, we've always been perfect. Seriously, it will really, really shift the dynamic, okay? Because we have coffin, new beginnings. Okay, new beginnings with that Ace of Wands. What else, Cancer? Okay, Paradise. Guys, there's something about maybe taking a trip and also like the reigniting of the passion, because this Nine of Cups, like maybe there was pleasure and joy and things have gotten in the way, and it says happiness and joy, playfulness, enjoying each other, honeymoon phase. I mean, you can't really make it out. Like the cards seem pretty clear. I mean, why do we have this Justice card, I wonder? Okay, yeah, feeling like things are unfair. It says boundaries, you know, not dealing, still upset. About what? Okay, talking, talking more, feeling maybe ignored, feeling not prioritized. But then there's love. Just not feeling very loved. Not feeling getting, Six of Wands in the reverse also is not getting the recognition, and Six of Pentacles in the reverse is not getting the attention. Okay, and so setting a boundary around that. Now we do have the Tower card, so that's shock, and then we have the Ascending, new phase. So there's some kind of a shocking like communication, like let's rebuild this and maybe have a plan so that we can balance things out. Because there's picture, I said nostalgia, reminiscing on you. It literally says nostalgia, missing you, looking at pictures. So this is the thing, right? So if you're dealing with anything that involves like another energy, guys, I'm not picking this up as something that is like it's romantic or whatever. I think it's either got to be, you know, like unfinished business, like financial, legal, etc. In which case, Cancer, if you're in the camp where you've got someone that seems like it's been taking forever, just don't pay it much mind. It'll get wrapped up faster than what you know, or it'll just like get out of the way. Or Cancer, if it's just like, you know, there's been this tension around making things work and getting more balance, then look, even in this timeline, in this version, in this moment, in this check-in, it looks pretty good to me. There's a conversation after there's been a bit of a blow up and boundaries and feeling hurt and feeling like that. Avoiding conversation. Now we have King of Swords and King of Swords. So this is about actually having a conversation, maybe about like a new phase and reigniting passion. And Paradise, honeymoon phase, enjoying each other, talking more. Could also be that this goes a little bit stop, start and silent. I mean, Eight of Swords can be like negative mindset, and Three of Swords is hurt feelings. So someone feeling not very prioritized in the situation. Okay, so I mean, look, Cancer, to me this looks quite good. Take the parts any way that you like, throw out the parts you don't like if it's your reading. And I've given you plenty of guidance already on like how it all works. So I do hope in essence that helped some of you and resonated for some of you, and doesn't have to be for everyone. But I'm sending you guys so much love, and I will check in 2 weeks' time.